had them scream my name. I will show no shame. I live and die for this. And if I come off wrong, please you on this. Are you scared? Devil without a cause, and I'm back with the beaver hats and Ben Davis slacks. 30 pack the stroll, 30 pack the hoe. No Rogaine in the propane flow. And welcome back, everybody. Trying something different. That was some Kid Rock. Yeah, I'm a fan of Kid Rock. So what? Love American Badass. Probably one of my favorite songs. More than likely has to do with the fact that The Undertaker used to rock this. But what's up, everybody? Hello out there. Tonight I will be doing my top 10 for 2019, which was a tough year. It was a tough year indeed, because 2019 had a lot of very good films. So, anyways, let me see who's here. Who do we got here in the audience? What's up? Justice for Depp Soldier, Planet Q's Queen. How are you? Cherry. How are you, Cherry? How is everybody doing tonight? I'm probably going to switch to my camera in a second. I just haven't gotten my hat. Really threw everything together kind of last minute, but not really though. I've been planning this for a couple of days, but I throw my stream setup going in the last minute. Oh my goodness, I had somebody pop in. Who could be here to join me on my top 10 list? He missed the Undertaker intro. What's up?
I missed the Undertaker intro. What?
Yeah, you missed. Hold on. I'll see if I can play it for you again.
The fuck is the Undertaker intro there, Red Hood? Oh.
Yeah, you know what song this is.
When said that 7 rhymes. 7 times.
Oh, I see you fly. I guess because of all the God don't fly.
You wanna fun fact. You remember how at any point in the past you've ever asked me the number for anything?
Yes.
And I have answered you with 7.
Oh, it's all coming together. Shit.
Kid Rock has a deep influence.
I think we can all agree Kid Rock is a legend, and should be respected as such. He's the only, I guess, rap rocker that has done country successfully, and he did a song with fucking Sheryl Crow. Okay,
you call that successful? Well, I guess Sheryl Crow.
I mean, he did a song with Sheryl Crow about taking his picture away. He sat back and cried today, and I would too if I lost Sheryl Crow.
Like me some Sheryl Crow.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's some sad developments. What's up? So, what's up, everybody? Hopefully you like the
What
Kid Rock
is up,
intro.
everybody?
I don't like doing this
How
because
come YouTube don't say you're live? You ain't got a red dot. YouTube's fucking you over again.
is YouTube messing me up? No,
You know what I'm talking about. When I'm on the mobile and it gives the little red dot to say that people are live, right?
Oh yeah, YouTube is screwing me in the algorithm. You know how it
So
goes.
let's check her one. Let's give YouTube one more opportunity, because you are right at the top. I just turned on YouTube and it says top 10 best films of 2019.
And this is gonna shock some people. I think.
No red dot.
So I want to get to honorable mentions because there's a lot of them, and I've got some backstories for certain ones, but they didn't make my top 10.
Ooh, backstories.
Yeah, I know you love backstories. You're about them backstories.
I like backstories. I like front stories. They just gotta be attached to the appropriate females.
So, welcome everybody. We had Christine, Cherry K. Thank you.
Hello, ladies. What is this ridiculous bullshit background?
I just threw that back there because it's me. I'm not narcissistic. I am a
Like, that ain't
villain.
got nothing to do with 2019. It ain't got nothing to do with the top 10. It ain't got nothing to do with movies. All it has to do with is I'm a narcissist. Look at me.
I mean, remember that Family Guy skit with when they were making fun of Sandra Bullock, and they and they're like, "Yeah, this is more narcissistic than Sandra Bullock," and she goes, "America, I know we're going through a tough time, but it's okay because you have me." It was like, I want to make one of those announcements. Like, can I be that famous to make that announcement? Like, I know we're going through rough times, but just remember, you have me. And
Aren't you already that famous?
I feel that famous. We got just about 9 to 10 people watching my top 10 list of 2019. So thank
That's what
you.
I'm talking about. Like, it's 2022. We're talking about stuff that happened potentially 3 years ago, and people care.
That shows you how much these last 2 years sucked. People saw 2019. They're like, I remember 2019. That was a good year. There were good movies. Lots of shit going on.
That wasn't my point, but whatever. Son of a
Yeah, I
bitch.
know. We were swinging it back to the fame thing. Well, Cage said, "Well, we don't come to the Zod Zone to look at Nick Cage. I mean, you could though. You
We
could very,
don't?
you could look at Nick Cage. I got. He's literally standing off to my side, making sure that I
We're
pick the
coming here
right
for different reasons, Karen.
So here are some honorable mentions. I'll breeze through these,
The
and I'll
honorable mentions from 2019 brought to you by Michelin.
so the first
Not
honorable
a
mention.
paid sponsor.
The first honorable mention, The Upside. Kevin Hart, Bryan Cranston. Do I need to say more? This movie was.
Kevin Hart can walk and he's got short legs. Bryan Cranston has long legs but's crippled. What more could you ask for?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hi, Jenny Godden. I feel like
Hi,
such a.
Jenny.
This is
You
twice I did
rude
that.
motherfucker.
She's gonna find me. She's like, "You son of a bitch!" And I talked about Canada with you. How dare you?
God save the queen.
So, my next one, and this one surprised me because it was a really good film and nobody talked about it. Um, so Cold Pursuit. Did you ever even heard of this? Because I know a lot of
That's the one
people.
where Liam Neeson is out in the wilderness tracking down somebody in a plow.
See, I wait. I should have known you would have seen a movie with a man out in the middle of the wilderness hunting other people down. I was like,
Like,
okay,
I
I
know
misjudged
things.
that. PB's like, wait, woods?
It looked like it
Hunters?
was balmy outside.
He's like, was this shot outside my house?
Like, and I was wondering why the hell that road was shut down for a day and a half.
People, if you want to know what it's like to visit PB's house, watch the movie Cold Pursuit. You have a good idea. PB,
Okay,
don't
but
you
I mean,
do you have that gear?
I don't have the truck.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, and
The cold weather gear, kinda.
no shark dicks, no. God, I hate shark dicks. Okay, another one, and
What's up,
this came
GP?
close.
Did you say
This
hi to
came,
GP already?
yes. No, I didn't. Hey, GP. I was wait, JP, GP. Hey, what's up, GP? Still waiting on those posters, man. I gotta talk to the mail system. This man has sent me stuff like tons of stuff, and I don't get it shipped here. I got them at my old place, so I was supposed to take them to this new place, and I still haven't gotten them here to the new place. So
Honorable mention number 2 is number 3. That was number 3. Talking to your mailman. Never heard of it.
so I'm gonna go through these really
Oh,
quickly
that
because
was real life.
yes, that was real life. I'm gonna go through
Fucking
these.
hell.
Hey, cousin Polly,
What's up, cousin
how's it going?
Paulie?
I'm gonna go through these quickly because I have so many, but I'll give
No,
reasons
oh
for
my
them.
god! Like honorable mentions, you can't be having more than half of the fucking list. Like there should be no more than 5 honorable mentions. Count them right now and tell me how many you have.
More than 5.
Count them out. Just count them out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Dude, you
12,
more than doubled
13,
the
14,
fucking list.
15,
Oh,
16, 17, 18, 19. Wait, I'm not done. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
this is a top 35 list.
No, it's only a top 10,
A
but they're like
top
25.
30, a top, no, but you're doing top 10, and then you have 25 movies that took the 11th spot.
They took the honorable mention spot. I didn't know there was a
There
set
can't
number
be
of
that.
honorable mentions.
It can't be more than, you can't more than double the fucking list. Okay, you get, I'm watching the fucking clock, man. You get like 60 seconds for each of these. Chop, chop.
Okay, The Upside. Why? Because it's great. Cold Pursuit. Because, well, PB. Alita Battle Angel. Because I really liked it and it annoys Black Angus.
2019, shit.
How to Train Your Dragon. The Hidden World. Funny story about
Is
this.
that number
How to Dra-
3?
That's number 4. I'm speeding through these. How to Train Your Dragon. I really loved because How to Train Your Dragon. I got a screener for, and
What's
it
up,
was really cool.
geekicidal tendencies?
What's up, Geekicidal Tendencies? Fighting with My Family, mainly because I took my daughter to see that, and it's an excellent movie, and it's about
It's a
Paige.
wrestling movie.
And it's a wrestling movie, yeah, a wrestling biography, and it's really good. Greta, because that was my first date with bitches.
Greta? What the
I can
hell
tell
is
you if it
Greta?
was good or
What-
not.
What's Greta?
Greta is about this sweet old lady who murders people and puts them in a trunk, and then like treats them like her dead daughter. It's a really fucked up movie. If you like horror movies and mysteries, check out Greta. We were like, what the fuck?
Hold on.
Us.
I mean, don't actually hold on. Keep going.
Us, which if you guys know my channel, check out my review. It was actually wasn't that one of my first reviews. And it was outside the theater, and I raved about this movie, loved it, great stuff. Shazam.
This
DC
says that
stuff.
Greta is from 2018.
No, Greta is from 2019.
This says 2018. Google says 2018.
Well, Google's a liar.
I know it's a fucking liar because then you scroll down and it says release date April 19th, 2019.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Google is wrong.
That's so ridiculous. Like, right at the fucking top, it says 20, like, it says the name, then it says rated R, 2018 thriller drama, hour 38 minutes. Like, that's all the, pertinent information. Like, it says 2018 right at the fucking top. Then you scroll down in the information, and in the information it says release date April 19th, 2019 in Ireland.
So, these are all this is my best of list. These aren't bad movies, but these movies I'm lifting off for really quickly because there's 25 of them. These are my recommendations. They just didn't make the list because the ones that I have were already fighting for positions.
Keep chopping chops.
So Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile.
What's up, Rose? Not you. That's a movie.
So if you guys like documentaries and you want to see Zac Efron play the shit out of a serial killer, check out this movie. It was fantastic. It was so good. Bitchy actually wanted to watch more of the movies. I don't know why, but Zac Efron plays a great Ted Bundy. Very shockingly good. Like, I was actually like,
he's a
he did a great
professional
job.
actor.
No, this is some of the best acting Zac Efron's ever done. Like, he made me believe.
Yeah, I've seen Baywatch.
I mean, yeah, he was pretty good at that too. Detective Pikachu.
Wait, he was in Baywatch?
No, Detective Pikachu is another recommendation, but that would have been great if he was in Baywatch. Token. Yesterday.
I would have loved to
Great
see
movie.
Detective Pikachu in Baywatch.
Great movie.
What
Check out
movie?
Yesterday. Um,
Today?
today. Midsummer, Crawl, The Peanut Butter Falcon, my all-time favorite horror movie, and the only reason why this didn't make it is because I already have 2 horror movies on this list. Ready or Not. Fucking love this movie. If you've not seen this and you like kind of quirky horror movies, check it out. And the chick in this is extremely fucking likable.
Okay, I'll be
I
back in an hour and a half.
I knew when I said that, and PB's like, I'm just gonna go.
Isn't that the one
Mother
with,
was,
is that Olivia Spencer? No,
yes.
I'm thinking of Mama, the one where
Wait,
she's,
that isn't her name?
I mean,
Are you
she might
sure?
be in that, she might be in that one too. But the one that I'm thinking of is Mama, where she's hanging out with all those high school kids, getting them drunk and shit.
Yeah. Oh no, that's Octavia Spencer.
Octavia Spencer.
Yeah, I can't
Whoopsie.
stand that movie. I was so pissed. Um, Motherless Brooklyn, Last Christmas, Honey Boy.
Oh,
If you guys,
Last Christmas is the one where that has the Queen of Dragons, right?
yes, okay, so me and Bitchy went to see this movie, and she hates Christmas movies and love stories. So this was a twofer. And so I was like, come on, we're a couple. Let's do something romantic. Oh, hey, Carrie, thank you.
Hey,
Um,
Carrie.
we're like, let's do something romantic. So we went to see Last Christmas, and I'm not gonna lie, okay, I'm saying this low because I don't want her to say bullshit, but I think there may have been a tear. She won't fucking admit it, but I fucking know. She grabbed my hand and she looked away, and when she does that shit, that means she's trying to hide the fact that she's getting teary-eyed. Anyways, that's my thought on that. So, Honey Boy, if you guys want to know why Shia LaBeouf is fucked up, watch the movie Honey Boy. Honey Boy was such a great movie, definitely got snubbed, and explains a lot about why he is the way he is. His father is a scumbag. Hollywood's a bunch of scumbags, no surprise there, and definitely check the movie out. After seeing this movie, I wanted to hug him. What a terrible life story. Like, it doesn't excuse what he's done, but I definitely understand why he is the way he is. The Good Liar. If you want to see some great old
The
actors,
movie's called The Good Liar.
yeah, if you want to see some great old actors, um, definitely check this movie out. Like Helen Mirren and I believe Christopher Plummer, maybe? I forgot the old dude's name,
Ooh,
is in this.
Christopher Plumer.
Yes, and he is a con man, but the con gets turned around on him. So check out the movie. It is fucking spectacular, so underrated.
I only care about
Richard
the Con
Jewell.
Air Man.
Richard Jewell, if you want to hear about the FBI fucking over a regular person, Clint Eastwood's got you
Dude,
covered.
just because he lives in his mother's basement doesn't mean he fits the profile of a lone bomber. You have any idea how many times I've heard Sean Hannity fucking say that?
I definitely agree. And of course, one of my favorite, this came so close, but because of the other things on this list, it just didn't make, I even had it marked like I was going to put it on my top 10, but then I forgot about the other movies. And I was like,
But then it was an
yeah, I was
honorable
like,
mention.
fuck. But one of my favorite movies, okay? And if you guys want to see Adam Sandler at his fucking best acting wise, Uncut Gems is such a fucking great movie. The fact Adam Sandler was not even talked about in best actor contentions, I understand why he said fuck the Academy. Like, really, fuck them. Adam Sandler gives the best performance I think I've seen him ever give to anything ever. This movie is such a fucking underrated great movie. This is the kind of movie when you get to the end of it, you go,
Oh,
holy fuck, I can't believe what just happened. Like, and he plays
holy
such
fuck.
a scumbag really good. Like, he's banging this chick on the side, this hot chick, and he's got a hot wife. And I go, how the fuck does Adam Sandler have 2 hot women like this? Is it a Jewish thing? I don't get it.
Yeah, it's a Jewish thing. You got something against the
Yes,
Jews
I
now, too?
mentioned Last Christmas.
You're the one who cried.
I am not the one who cried. You prove it.
You pussy!
Do you hear the where's the video evidence? Show me the tapes.
What? You show me the tape. Show me the tape of her crying.
Shut up, PB. I got the headphones in.
Oh, he's got the headphones and like he's actually being professional.
Okay, maybe I did tear up a little bit, but the
Dude,
dude
okay,
literally
like-
gave his heart to the Queen of Dragons.
It's
How the fuck can you not cry from
It's
that?
2019. I almost guarantee you that in your top 10 list, there will be a movie that I literally just cried about yesterday or the day before. I don't remember which night. I think it was 2 nights ago I watched
Ooh,
it.
so you're predicting a movie you cried about will be in my let's see if we can pick it. So, are you ready to do your radio voice? Go ahead and lead.
You already, that's 25?
Yep.
That was the
I
whole
sped through the fuckers.
God dang, I guess that was pretty quick there, guy. It was pretty quick. What's up,
Wait till we
Sherry?
get to 2018. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna pull out all my hair trying to pick 10 of the best movies.
Now, we finally made it to the top 10 movies of 2019, starting with number 10.
Number 10, if you've come on my channel and you're a fan of the channel and you know about my reviews, there is one
Don't
movie.
come on the channel. You're supposed to pull out.
There's one movie I hold an extreme bias to, maybe, but it is a movie that will always be on my list every year it comes out. And that movie is motherfucking John Wick. John Wick 3, Parabellum, is one of my favorite fucking... The franchise is my favorite action franchise since Die Hard, okay? How can there be...
Is it only number 10?
It's number 10. You'll see why. The choices were tough this year, okay? But John Wick is a fucking mastercraft in action directing, fucking car chases, horse chases, a fucking motorcycle samurai sword fighting shit on a bridge. So much crazy fucking amazing action pieces happen. My girl loves when the horses kick the dudes. Like, he uses horses and the horses don't get hurt, but they fuck up some people in that movie. This is one of the greatest action franchises of all time. I will fight people. We have not seen a great action franchise like this since fucking Die Hard. It just doesn't happen. Great action movies are full of so much shit and Fast and Furious flair and fucking all that other bullshit. John Wick is pure action. Keanu Reeves trains and guns. Alec Baldwin. He does his own stunts.
Shots fired. Pew pew.
He does his own stunts. And he trains for 6 months with special forces to get ready for a fucking John Wick movie. Keanu Reeves is one of the most
What up, Sean?
dedicated and hardworking actors right now. He's very cool. He's a nice guy in real life, and he puts in the work in his films. And I am so happy to put him on my list. I knew when I looked at that movie, I go, "Oh, this motherfucker! I don't know where it's gonna be, but I know it's on my top 10 list."
Now, I have a question. Isn't Halle Berry in this movie?
I mean, yeah.
And it's
I
still
feel like-
only number 10?
Yes. This was a tough year, PB. I wanted to.
It better have been a fucking tough year because I never even seen this goddamn movie before. And it still seems like you have it low. Like, you never shut up about this fucking thing. And there are 9 other movies that are higher than it?
Yeah.
Skeptical.
You'll see. You'll see. I mean, remember, this is the year of Endgame. So there were damn good movies. Like, you heard the 25 honorable mentions.
I heard that there were 25 honorable mentions, and now we've made it all the way up Q, number 9.
Number 9. And I think PB can appreciate this one even above my boy John Wick. Brightburn. Brightburn was a fucking
Superman.
that is the best take I have seen anybody do on an evil Superman. James Gunn is
He's
the
not evil.
producer, but
What do you
it's
mean evil?
yeah, he's fucking evil Superman.
What?
He is sure as shit, dude. This motherfucker kills people.
Dude,
Like,
a plane
explodes
a
them.
plane crashed into his home and killed his parents.
You mean the plane crashed into him and killed his parents because he stepped there in the fucking sky, dude?
You know, we're splitting hairs now.
But this was a great movie. I think I think that James Gunn should do a dark superhero verse. Like, how cool would that be? A dark Wonder Woman, a dark Martian Manhunter.
You want to race swap Wonder Woman?
Jesus Christ. By dark, I mean the dark verse, not a race. Okay. God, just go to number 8.
Wait, you want to make an entire movie with night vision goggles?
Ugh.
Like, I don't know which one of these ideas is worse, but I can tell you that there is a movie out there that's better than Brightburn, at least according to General Zod, and that would be number 8.
Number 8, and this is going to surprise people, but we talked about this the other day, and
Did we now?
yeah, and after thinking about it and having a few years to sit on this film, Avengers Endgame. Now, if you would have asked me back in 2019 where I put this would have probably been in my top 5. But given the other movies I have on this list and the fact that I actually got a chance to see other movies from 2019, I realized, and we talked about this, the one thing that really brings down Avengers Endgame
Who's
from
we?
not being
Like you and Cherry talked about it, or you and Sean talked about it? Like who?
me and you talked about
Oh,
this.
we talked about. Oh,
We talked about it. And what did we say was the one pitfall of this movie?
dude, time
And-
travel.
Time travel. If this movie is so great, don't get me wrong. The fight scenes at the end were fantastic. You know, the Cap grabbing the fucking
I mean, and
Thor's hammer.
it's so goddamn emotional. It made me cry.
Oh yeah. They had to
Again,
fucking say
2
I love
days
you
ago.
3000.
Dude, that's
Why?
exactly when, like that scene where he's CGI Iron Man or whatever, or hologram Iron Man. Like I don't know what the hell you call that there at the end of the movie, but it's too emotional. I can't handle it. And then I'm sitting there watching it, and I was like, "This is a really great movie. This is a really great movie. Time travel don't make sense. This is a really great movie. This is a really great movie. Time travel don't make sense. Motherfuckers made me cry again." That's exactly how I fucking responded to this goddamn movie. Again, I was like, now I know exactly why the fuck I don't watch this movie as many times as I watched Infinity War. Because it's really not that much longer. Like, it's nominally longer. Like, what's 20 minutes out of 3 hours? It's really not that much longer. But I've watched Infinity War substantially more times than I've watched Endgame.
Yeah, and we all know
I don't.
Snyder cut more.
I don't cry when Spider-Man dies like everybody else does, and I don't cry when Black Panther dies either. I was like, "Yeah, you fucking deserved it, guy. You fucking stole that guy's throne, cheating motherfucker."
Kiefer, I would disagree. I wouldn't say 2019 was a shit year. I'm listing the movies here. We had some great movies. I'd say 2020 and 2021 were a shit year.
Well, I mean, there
were
was
terrible years.
way less competition then, so it's not a great comparison. But like,
I mean, Kiefer might be
you got
right in this.
Endgame down at number 8.
I got Endgame in number 8. So what do you
Way
think
down at number
surpassed
8. Jesus fucking
Endgame?
Christ. Oh, I bet you. Oh, ooh. ooh. I have an excellent guess at what is better than Endgame. And what is better than Endgame is number 7.
Number 7 for me, Doctor Sleep.
What the fuck is that?
Doctor Sleep is the sequel to the Stephen King masterpiece made by Stanley Kubrick, The Shining. But Doctor Sleep does something that no horror film or person adapting a Stephen King movie since Stanley Kubrick has done. They make a good fucking sequel. Not only do they faithfully adapt the Stephen King novel pretty well, but they also make a fucking good sequel on top of that. I don't know how this happened. This is one of those odd things. Then again, you have Ewan McGregor.
Oh, it's
So
that
how
you
can
and
you fuck that
McGregor
up?
one. That's why it sounded familiar. I was about to ask you, and I wish I would have just fucking said it out loud because then it would have, made it seem like I actually know something. I was gonna say, is this that Obi-Wan Kenobi fucking bullshit?
This Doctor Sleep is a great film because it not only
He's in the
deals with the
hotel,
horror.
right?
Yeah, actually, he goes back to the hotel, but the first half deals with what happened to the kid from The Shining, and he's played by Ian McGregor, all grown up, and he's fucking an alcoholic, banging
Okay,
hookers. The
well,
kid got messed up, so
okay, well, Janie's not here, so we ain't got to worry about spoilers. So spoil the fuck out of it. What happened to the kid?
So basically, he's from the original Shining, and after his father had died, he went into a deep, dark hole of depression, and then he leaves, try to go find himself, and he figures out how to put away the demons from his past, and he creates in his mind, because the Shining is like a psychic gift. He creates in his mind all of this place to put all of the ghosts from the hotel from the original movie, and he locks them all in these fucking like cages, and then skip a couple of years, and there's this girl who has the Shining, and she's really fucking powerful. And there's these groups of witches, or I guess like really old. I don't know if they're human or not, but they eat the psychic ability. They like fucking eat it like soup. Like they suck it right out of the people. But there's a catch. They take it from young children. This is the first movie I've seen in like 10 years where they show a kid being murdered on screen. Like, it's fucking crazy. Like, they show a graphic scene of them killing this kid because they have to take the
Wait,
Shining
what's this
from them.
movie called?
It's called Doctor Sleep. It's a
And
3-hour movie, so I can't go through
they kill a
it
kid.
all. But
They kill a kid.
yeah, in brutal
I have,
fashion. It
I have
was
to watch this
fucking
movie.
crazy. But yeah, it was a great continuation to The Shining. It was well directed, well shot. It links both the movies together, and fucking Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan, is fucking playing the badass from the Shining films. I mean, and he does a great job, like a really fucking good job. So if you haven't seen it, check out Doctor Sleep. But there is a movie that beat Doctor Sleep, and that's at my
What?
number 6.
Oh,
You
getting
might know
to
this.
the end of the first half of the top. It's not the smoothest way to say it, but it is. Number 6.
Number 6, and PB will probably recognize this from my reviews because he's watched them. 1917. This movie is one of the
Bombs
best war
away.
films I've seen in fucking years. They do it as one take, and what that means is it's one long tracking shot that basically is a continuous shot without any break in the action. So there's no cuts, there's no quick cuts, nothing like that. But here's the thing, it wasn't really a one take, they faked it. So they made a movie that was marketed as a one take. There were a couple of breaks, but they edited so well that it really looks like there was only ever one take in this film, and it just follows these soldiers consistently. And the movie is so fucking good. The acting is so great. The ending is fucking heartbreaking. It was one of my favorite films, and if other movies didn't come out, this would have probably been like on my top 5, but it was fucking close. It's probably one of the best war films we've gotten since the fucking 80s. I can't think of better war films that came out before this one. Um, it was just a really well made, well directed, well acted, very hard to do movie. So kudos, props, and I loved it. Have you seen 1917?
What do you think?
I think you did.
You would be wrong. Of course, I didn't see
Oh,
1917. I was too busy rewatching Infinity War.
you got to check it out. Well, I think you've seen my number 5 a few times.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. So you're telling me that we've been doing this live stream for only 35 minutes and we're already to the top 5 movies of 2019?
Yep. These are ones I'm going to give longer explanations about.
That's amazing, guy. Amazing. Well, let's get right into it with number 5.
Number 5 is Spider-Man Far From Home. There's a lot of reasons why this one
You
is
put Far From Home above
above
Endgame?
Endgame.
Holy shit.
And I will explain why. First
Because there's
off,
no time travel.
no time travel yet. First off, Jake Gyllenhaal.
I'm looking at Spider-Man right now, FYI.
Jake
Not actually,
Gyllenhaal,
it's like Tom Holland, and it says the devil all the time.
Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio, he is probably one of the best. I'm just gonna say it. Besides No Way Home, okay, before No Way Home, he was probably the best villain. I would say at any point that Spider-Man appeared, he was. Jake Gyllenhaal did such a fucking great job because he's not the kind of person who could beat Spider-Man with like fancy powers. He basically fucks with Peter's life and he makes him believe that he's this friend of his and he fucks him so hard, which leads into No Way Home. And I think that the other reason why this is so high and why I put it above Avengers Endgame, and here's the reason why, and this is very important because I've had this argument with several people.
Several?
Yeah,
Several?
several.
What's wrong with
End
you?
Endgame does not finish at Endgame. The
Endgame
conclusion
doesn't
of
finish at
Endgame.
Endgame. What? But he was Iron Man, and then he was dead.
The conclusion of Endgame is actually Spider-Man Far From Home. That ties up the rest of the storylines from Endgame. The stuff with time travel and stuff like that, there's a lot of things addressed that, remember, we got out of Endgame and we said, well, what about this, this, and this? You know, why didn't they answer this? And you realize Spider-Man Far From Home answers all the shit that you had.
Oh, but I had questions about the blip.
Yep. The blip. There was things about time travel we were confused about, which were addressed here in Far From Home. It felt like Spider-Man Far From Home and Endgame should have actually been one movie instead of like them starting the story in Endgame and then they had all those storylines to finish up and they're like, fuck it, we're gonna finish
Spider-Man.
it. And Spider-Man, like, it was a
Far
very
from Endgame.
it was a very very weird setup. Cherry says hashtag y'all crack me up. Glad we're keeping you entertained.
Sherry had Spider-Man at number 8.
Oh yeah. Oh, had it at number 8.
I don't know if she's been debunking your list as we went along.
um but that's the fun thing about lists, right? It's really awesome.
Oh, about your crappy lists?
I think my lists are not crappy, and you're just not.
Why are you so defensive?
I'm always defensive when you say stuff, even if what you're saying doesn't pertain to me. I'm like,
Oh my gosh, I was at a friend's house earlier and they said something about some food that somebody was making, and all I said was, that sounds like quite a combination. And they got all fucking defensive immediately. And I was like, what are you doing? All I said was, that sounds like quite a combination. I didn't say it positively. I didn't say it negatively. And you just fucking went off the handle like a goddamn maniac.
I mean, I've never got off the handle.
Like sitting here defending your goddamn life choices over some innocuous fucking statement. Like, relax, relax.
This all started when I was a kid. If my mom would have hugged me, we would have been here. Okay.
So, Marvel has 2 spots in the top 10, 1 spot in the top 5, and there are no other Marvel movies from 2019, are there?
No. So here's where it gets
I
interesting.
mean, there was one other Marvel movie 2019, but it's
we don't
gonna
we don't
it's
talk about
gonna
that.
be on your other list.
It's on the other list. Okay. When I go back through it, I do the worst.
Anyway,
So,
we could move on to number 4.
number 4 is by a director I've come to really love called Robert Eggers. Now, if you don't know who Robert Eggers
Nope,
is,
none of us know who he is, guy. Not a single
the-
fucking person here.
he did a movie called The Witch, which
None of
made
us
him.
watched it.
There's a lot of people who've watched The Witch. That's why they gave him a bigger budget. But
I only watched the season of The Witch with Nicolas Cage
great movie choice, by the way. But
and
number
Hellboy.
4 is The Lighthouse. Willem
The
Dafoe.
Lighthouse
Yes,
with the Green Goblin.
With the Green Goblin and the Sparkling Vampire.
I was
That's a fucking.
I was scrolling through Instagram and somebody took a picture of Wendy Williams and put Willem Dafoe's face over the top of it and called it Wendy Williams. It was fucking terrifying.
I had as my number 4 The Lighthouse.
The Lighthouse. So what is this movie, The Lighthouse? You put Willem Dafoe in a lighthouse?
With Robert Pattinson, it's basically what would happen if 2 sailors were trapped in a lighthouse with nothing but alcohol and, you know.
So this is like Brokeback Lighthouse?
No. Shit gets violent. Let's just say there's death and mayhem by the end of the movie, but it is a great it is a great character study in what happens during like isolation and what would happen when you put 2 narcissistic and possibly psychotic people together for a long extended period of time, which is basically the Navy. No, just joking. No. But I liked it because I've gone out on deployments and stuff, and the vibe in this movie is very much what it's like to be isolated in a body of fucking water by yourself with a bunch of other people, and what would happen if you all get drunk and shit goes down. It's a great movie. It's shot in black and white and I believe 16 millimeter film. And it's beautiful. Yeah.
That means nothing to me.
It's a well shot film. It's well acted. Willem and Pattinson have the best chemistry I've ever seen between 2 actors. They like play off of each other very well. And it's great because you don't know which one is crazy and which one is more of the, I guess you'd say, alpha, if we're being 2022. But you quickly find out that the person you pick out as the one who's in charge is not actually in charge. And as they go further into the night and things get crazier, shit goes down and the movie just goes.
I mean, the further crazy you get into the night, I would assume Batman's in charge.
Yeah. So, hello, Jessica. Good to see you.
Hello, Jessica.
We're making our way through the top 10
we
for 2020.
We are making our way through the top 10 movies of 2019. He almost said 2020, but I cut him off because he's a damn putz.
So, I want to see. Can you guess my number 3 if you know
Oh,
what
you
movies
made
came
it
out?
all the way to the top 3
So what
of
do you think I would put as my?
2019. And number 3, there's only one movie left that I know that's going to be on the list. So I guess if I start guessing it now, I'll eventually get it right, correct? Is that
Possibly.
cheating? Is that cheating?
Yeah.
Joker?
You know that's not gonna be 3.
No, that's number 1. I have no idea what number 3 is.
Number 3 is by, and you've heard me say this spiel 1,000 times, by one of my favorite directors in the world, Quentin Tarantino. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh,
This
see, I didn't
movie,
remember that came out in 2019.
this movie is a fucking brilliant masterpiece. I fucking love Quentin Tarantino. The dialogue is great. The chemistry between Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio is great. Leonardo DiCaprio
Yeah, but
uses
it's
a
not
fucking
real.
flamethrower.
It's not real. Like the ending is a fantasy. It's not what happens in reality.
Yes,
They
but
went
that's
into
the
the
fun of
wrong
it.
house and then they die because, Brad
It's a
Pitt.
what if scenario, and I think they play it very well. I think it's a cool twist. And to be fair, who would want to see what happened to Sharon Tate? That was a fucking terrible thing. And here's
I
a
want to
fun
see it
story.
twice.
Here's a funny story. Quentin Tarantino actually got permission from the estate of Sharon Tate, like her daughter or something, the living relative, to do this movie. And they came on set and saw what he was doing with the film and gave their blessing. And then this other
I want to
fucking
see
idiot,
Sharon Tate purge.
this other fucking idiot did a Sharon Tate movie, and it was fucking atrocious. But anyways, that's a
Oh,
video for a different day. But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it's my number 3 because it's a
it's your
fucking great
favorite
film.
Brad Pitt movie of all time, isn't it? Or your second favorite?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I mean, Brad Pitt's got a lot of fucking good
I feel
movies.
like your favorite is Fight Club. But we won't talk about Fight Club.
Yeah, we don't talk about Fight Club. You know me, PB. How the fuck did you know that? Wait a second. Wait a second. How did you know Fight Club was my favorite Brad Pitt movie? Are you fucking stalking me?
Only on the weekends.
Fair enough. Okay, so for 2019, one of my number 3 pick is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Great fucking movie. I've watched it several times. It's one of those films where
Did anybody win any awards off of that movie?
no, because it's rigged.
He didn't? I thought he did win an award for that film.
No, they should have fucking won for that movie, but they didn't. But to be fair, they were running against my last 2 films. So they
Oh,
really
that's
did a good
right. He
job.
got an award for the Bear movie.
Which that was boring. Okay, I'm gonna come out and say it. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna say it. Revenant is overrated. There, I fucking said it. I did it. I said it. The only good thing about that movie is when him and Tom Hardy are fighting at the end of the film. The rest of
Got
that
fucked
fucking
up by
movie
a
is
bear.
boring. And the bear, yes, the bear attack scene was like, holy fuck, that bear fucked him up. But yeah, I was not a fan of the Revenant. I thought it's very fucking overrated. So, but yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, very good. So, are you ready to move on to my top 2?
I am ready to move on to the second best movie in all of 2019, according to the greatest C-level villain in all of YouTube entertainment today, Mr.
And
General Zod.
this one's gonna shock PB. He's
Number
gonna want to be
two.
Joker.
You're full of shit. I quit. Bye.
Well, PB has officially quit on me. So,
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
uh, So I will explain my reasons for it.
Motherfucker, like straight for like 6 months. I was like, "Have you seen Joker? Have you seen Joker?" Like Stevie and Zod won't shut up about Joker. They won't shut up. Like he talked about Joker more than he talked about fucking Johnny Depp.
So I'll
Everybody in the
explain.
chat knows how much Stevie talks about fucking Johnny Depp. He talked about Joker more than he talked about. He come on a live stream and be like, "Hey, hey, I'm going to see Joker, everybody. You guys see that movie yet?" Be like, "Stevie, we know. We know, Stevie."
There is a reason, and you'll understand why when I get to my number one. But
Number two. The greatest movie that Joaquin's ever made, and you put it at number two?
and I
And
got
it's just for that year. Like, just think of how low it's going to be on the list of all-time movies. It can't even make it a number one in its own fucking year. Unbelievable, guy. Like that was I didn't okay, like full honesty. I didn't make a list, but I can tell you what my fucking number one is. Fucking Joker.
Okay, well,
Like somebody on this fucking two-person panel is gonna get what they fucking deserve.
That's because Pig is number one for. Wait,
Fuck Pig.
no,
Fuck Pig. No, we ain't even gonna talk about fuck number one. Fuck number one. Like the list, it's a top 9 of 2019, everybody. Top
no,
9.
okay, I will give my reasons
Joker.
because number one and number two were battling, but I settled on my number one over this one for one particular reason and one reason only. So, Joker is a great movie, brilliant, the best of all time. You guys have heard me talk it up. But here's the thing.
What do you mean, best of all time? It didn't even make number one in its own fucking year.
But here's the thing. The reason why this does not get the number one spot is because my movie at number one has just one thing that Joker doesn't have.
A pig?
No, a full cast of people bouncing off of each other. See, Joker, if you took out Joaquin Phoenix out of the movie, he is that whole movie, right? Joker doesn't work. Joker squarely hinges on one man's performance. That's Joaquin Phoenix, and he does a fucking brilliant job. But this movie that I have above it is something special, and this is the
Fucking
first movie I got.
when we get to the fucking when we get to whatever fucking year Forrest Gump came out, when we get to whatever fucking year Castaway came out, those movies better not be fucking number one then, you son of a bitch.
I mean,
they better not be number one. No, because if you take those fucking characters out of those fucking movies, they completely fall apart. What is the name of the fucking movie? Forrest fucking Gump. What is the name of the fucking movie? Castaway. If you take out the Castaway, you're just looking at a goddamn volleyball for 2 hours. It doesn't even get a face.
Hey, but could we not stare at Wilson for 2 hours? I mean, if we're being honest with each other?
Even be Wilson, because it would just be a Wilson. It wouldn't be Wilson. It would just be a Wilson, because it would have no face, because there'd be no human there to put a fucking face on it, because you removed the cast. Those movies better not. None of these number one fucking movies going forward better be like ones that focus on somebody. If you're like, wow, Pig is number one because it has a cast that plays off each other, whereas Joaquin was just not brilliant enough to, put him in the number one slot, even though I never shut up about it, and I didn't even talk about Pig until 2022.
No, the number one for this one, and I had to.
When the fuck did you even watch Pig for the first time?
No, it's not Pig. I was fucking with you. The number one for this year was Parasite. Parasite.
Oh, no, thank you, Robert Storms. Fuck Parasite. Fuck Parasite. Fuck
Parasite is a fucking brilliant movie. And to be quite honest, if we're being real with ourselves, okay?
It's not even in English, if we're honest.
first off, that's terrible stereotype, you racist fuck.
What do you mean?
Secondly,
What did I stereotype? I didn't stereotype anything. I just
no,
told
you're
you
one
a
of those
fact.
people. Well,
It's
it's
not in
not in
English.
English, so
It's
I
not.
just am not gonna watch it because
I'm
it's not
not.
in English, even though it's a fucking brilliant movie.
I watched Squid Game.
Did you watch it in the Korean or did you watch it dubbed?
Of course, I watched it dubbed.
I rest my case. So let me ask. Okay.
I watched
Off
Dragon
that
Ball Z dubbed too, motherfucker.
off that logic, if Squid Game was not dubbed, would you have fucking watched it?
Fuck no.
I rest my case. I rest my fucking case. This
Fuck
is the
no. People be
problem.
like, you gotta see
There's-
this goddamn fucking Squid Game. I'd be like, is it dubbed? They'd be like, nah, man, it's epic. I'd be like, pass.
But seriously though, Parasite is by one of my favorite directors, Bong Joon-ho. He's
Oh, I
done.
thought you were gonna say Quentin Tarantino.
No, he's underneath Tarantino. Don't get it twisted, people. Fucking Tarantino all the way. Even over Steven Spielberg. Fucking Quentin Tarantino is my motherfucker. Anytime that they announce, they say Quentin Tarantino's got a new movie out, I'm the first fucking person in line for a ticket. I've seen Kill Bill in theaters. I've seen not Reservoir Dogs because that was a little bit before my time, but not Pulp Fiction because that was before my time, but all the new ones he's released, Hateful Eight, and what was the one before
Inglourious
that?
Bastards.
Inglorious Bastards. I saw that several times. Yeah, it's really tough with him because Django Unchained. I also saw that several times. Quentin Tarantino is a fucking genius, but yeah, Parasite is a great movie. It's got commentary on how fucked up the government in Korea is, and I think he had a lot of balls to make a movie about how fucked up a country is that he might have to go, have to visit. I think it was very gutsy filmmaking, and the ending of this movie is probably slightly more shocking than Joker, actually.
Parasite.
Yeah.
A Korean movie.
You got to see the fucking ending of this movie.
That has no dub.
The end of this movie makes you go, holy fuck. Like,
so I can just skip to the end?
I mean, yeah, but you'll miss the fucking context of it.
What do you mean I'll miss the context of it? How will I miss
Okay,
the context?
all right. I'm going to see if I can sell you on this movie. So let me tell you what this movie is about. Basically, there's this family of, I want to say...
It's not a Netflix movie? I thought it was on Netflix.
I'd have to look. Maybe it's either Netflix or Hulu. It's one of those. Hold on.
It's not on Netflix right now. I'm looking at Netflix.
It's on Hulu.
Fucking Hulu. I don't have fucking Hulu.
Maybe I'll let you use my Hulu account if you check it out. So basically, it's about this family of con artists. They go to work for these rich people, and they start replacing the people that they have working for them one by one. So the son gets a job mentoring these rich people's daughter, and then he talks about how his father is a driver. He can't drive, but he basically lies, and his father gets the job as a driver. And then the person who's the maid for this rich family, they start like trying to get her replaced with the mother, and they make up basically a lie about her, and they get her fired, and they replace her. So everybody in this kind of poorish family starts replacing these people who work for this rich family, and they think that they're getting close with them, but these rich people are actually really big assholes, and they basically try to like live their lives. But when they get rid of this maid, she has a secret that she's been keeping from this rich family, and I don't know if I want to tell you, because if I tell you, that's pretty much the crux of the movie. Basically, the maid who was hired by these people, worked for them for like 20 years. She had her fucking husband hidden in the walls of their house, and they didn't know about it because this house was built in the fucking during the World War times and shit. So they had all these secret bunkers and shit. She had her fucking husband living in the house, and the young son kept on having nightmares talking about how he would see a man walking in the house, but it was a fucking nightmare. There was a man downstairs walking through the fucking kitchen, and he'd get food at night, and he'd wave at the son, and the son's fucking traumatized. So at the end of the movie, they're having this big birthday party, and they fucking kick this lady out or whatever, and they get into a big fight with her. They wind up killing her. The husband, they fucking lock up and chain him in his little thing. He fucking escapes. They have a birthday for the son, and during the fucking birthday party, the fucking husband who's been in the walls fucking comes out, stabs the poor people that took over the wife, stabs her in the fucking heart, stabs the other dude's wife, and then the rich guy tries to like say fuck these people and save his family. So the husband stabs the rich husband. There's a bunch of fucking mayhem. The son has a fucking seizure in the middle of the party. Everything is fucked. The father has to hide in the fucking walls. The son gets knocked over the head and has a fucking concussion. The whole thing breaks down, and basically it's like a big fucking crazy mind fuck. So yeah, there's people hidden in walls. There's all sorts of crazy shit. Definitely Parasite is one of those movies, and it's a
And there's no English dub.
no, there isn't. But you would enjoy
How am I supposed to watch the movie without an English dub?
Just fucking, I don't know. Just watch it. Put on the big yellow words. You'll
Like
be fine.
like if I turn on Joker, I can get the gist of I can get the all of the movie with just hitting play. Like I could go on the HBO Max and there's Joker, and then I just hit play, and they talk to me in English, and I can understand all the words because I speak English, whereas I don't speak Korean or
Well,
Parasite. I don't speak Parasite either.
let me see.
How do you speak Korean?
No, I read fucking subtitles.
So you're just sitting there reading subtitles the whole time. You didn't even watch the movie.
No, because it's not all
Like
subtitles the whole time.
Koreans speak fast.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There is.
Oh,
scenes
now
where
you
they
don't
fucking
talk.
big
Now
lie.
you don't call me a stereotype and asshole. Like that was an actual stereotype.
But actually, from what I've seen, there might be an English
I
dub
can't
for this.
believe that you put this above Joker and your name's fucking General Zod. Like the Legion of Doom is gonna be pissed.
No, it's because
They're
this
gonna be like, "Way to stick up for one of your own mates, motherfucker."
this movie. See, Perp agrees with me. PB is too close.
PB is too closed-minded. PB, you will never win this argument. Stop it. Win what argument? I don't have to win an argument. I don't speak Korean. Like I'm not watching a movie in Korean, or I'm not reading. I'm not reading an entire movie. Like I was sitting here watching fucking Eternals, and I got pissed off watching Eternals because I looked away for half a fucking second, and I was like,
And you fell asleep?
No, I didn't fall asleep. I looked back up at the screen, and all of a sudden there's fucking subtitles because there's a goddamn Death Eternal. And I was like, wait a second, what the fuck did I miss? So I had sitting here
my god!
rewinding. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my god! This might actually be accurate, but have you been watching?
Dude, fucking John
Peacemaker?
Economist, motherfucker.
He just called you fucking Diebeard.
Don't fuck with John Economist, motherfucker.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you though. If we could just be honest for a second, Economist is kind of a badass. It's like he did hit that luchador with a fucking van.
No, he hit him
And
with the tire iron 3 times.
and he did
You
use a
called him a
chainsaw on
you
a
called him a
gorilla.
luchador? I'm glad I watched that part of the episode before you spoiled it for me.
I mean, that's what he reminded me of. The way wasn't his name the fucking luchador? Or am I being
His
racist?
name is it's not the luchador, it's the holy fuck, what is it? Oh, it's something to do with fucking jujitsu.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh
Something to
man,
do with something to do with
I said the
tossing
fucking
something to do
luchador.
with
Oh my
tossing people or some shit. Fuck.
I said the fucking luchador. Oh my god. There's gonna be some people now trying to cancel me. Zod is fucking racist. They'll be
Purple
like,
say what his fucking name is.
you know,
Oh wait, he's
whatever.
too busy saying hashtag PB is trash. Oh. But then he said
Ooh,
R.I.P. Harambe.
yep.
Harambe.
Harambe. Did he actually die?
Harambe was that gorilla that they had to shoot because that
Oh,
kid
okay.
fell into the fucking pit.
You know who I thought that was for a second? Because it talked. I thought it was Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah, I thought that I mean maybe it was like the precursor to Gorilla Grodd, but Gorilla Grodd already exists, does he not? Is there not a Gorilla Grodd that is connected to Titans? Because this is in
Yeah,
the
that's what I was
there
gonna
you go,
say.
Judo Master, Judo Master,
Judo master. He said, "Oh my gosh, you called an Asian man a luchador."
Luchador.
I'm going to hell. Johnny God follows that up with Zod is racist.
Hey man, he's wearing like a luchador costume. He's got the mask and everything.
Yeah. Okay. All right. He's wearing a
He's in the
fucking
intro
luchador
every
suit,
time. He's in the intro every time.
and he's tanned.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Now you're talking about skin color. I was
No.
talking about the fact that, like, what he's physically wearing, not what he can't change about himself. My God,
I
man.
think I'm digging myself a deeper hole here.
You think, Red Hood?
Hey, that's why I've got the red hood on. So you guys know, you already know I'm a villain. But no, and PB, can I be honest? To be real with you for a second,
Can you?
yes, it
I hope
does.
not.
It does flip for me between Joker and Parasite, depending on the day. But I think they're
Said the
both.
DC villain. Not the
But
Korean villain, the DC villain.
hey, you don't know. I could have Korean ancestry.
You don't know what I look like under this mask.
You don't know what I look like under this hood. How
I
dare
got
you
fully
profile
white
red people?
eyes. They're not slanty at all.
See, you're just assuming now. Are you
I am.
assuming my villainy?
Yes.
But no, I mean, here's the thing. The thing that's tough with Joker and Parasite, and I'm saying take away your fucking racist language barrier argument. Okay. Here's the thing that makes them neck and neck. Okay. Think about the subject matter. They both talk
Oh,
about elitism. They both talk about mental health. Um, they both talk about different social things. And I think that's why they're so close for me because they're the two
but
movies
one's in
that
Korean.
yes, but but I don't care that
And
there's a
you're
language barrier because I
and
read it and I got the gist of the fucking movie.
you're a DC villain.
Does a DC villain have to be held to American standards?
He
That's kind of
should be
racist.
held to fucking DC standards. Be like, oh, all things being equal, I'll pick the home team. The fuck, man?
I have to say, as somebody who tries
You're
to
like, all things being equal, I'll pick against the home team. Fuck him. I'm a villain. Yeah.
no, these were two great movies, and I'll tell you. Here's the thing with my top 5.
But one was greater than the other. And it's only because the calligraphy in their subtitles.
Okay, let me ask you
Like,
this.
if there
Okay,
were
let me ask you
subtitles,
this.
hold on. If Joker was a Korean film, would it have been number one?
Oh fuck, then. Yeah. I mean,
If you would have had to read subtitles for all of Joker, would you have put it at number one?
I don't think it would have worked given like the music.
Exactly. It wouldn't have worked at all, and went to the fucking list. So how the fuck does Parasite make it to number one? This is bullshit.
Because they both have the same subject matter. They're both dealing with the same things. It's just there's a dynamic cast with Parasite, and it's fucking insane, the ending. And Joker really hinges on Joaquin Phoenix. Think about it. Okay, you have
What a
Zazie
great
Beetz
hint!
in
What
there,
a
right?
great fucking hinge, man! Like that's a better hinge than the fucking hinges that they found at Teotihuacan. You know them
My number
giant
one
fucking
was
hinges?
Parasite. My number two was Joker. And PB can't understand why I'm placing
He's
it
a
as number
fucking
one.
DC villain. He's like, oh, DC's number two. Every Marvel fan's loving what you're saying. He's like, DC's number two. Like, they don't even have to, you don't even have to hear what number one is. It's DC's number two. DC's number two. That's what he said, everybody. DC's number two.
The thing about this is that if you take the great performance and musical score and stuff done by Joaquin Phoenix,
If you take part of the movie away, right? If you remove part of the movie, that's a ridiculous fucking argument.
but see, Parasite doesn't hinge on one performance. Parasite is
Okay, if you
family
remove
dynamic.
the ending of the movie, if you take away the linchpin, like you're saying, if you take away the linchpin, Joaquin Phoenix. Okay, if you take away the ending of Parasite, how good of a fucking movie is it?
Still fucking fantastic because it's the dynamic between the characters. It's the
What do you
commentary
mean?
about how fucked up the
There is
it
no
is in
fucked up
Korea.
commentary between everybody if there's no fucking ridiculous bullshit that happens at the end. Like they're
I
all
mean,
just
what you have to admit, though, you are
they are all just living a normal fucking life, trying
no,
to
they're
go
not.
along.
You have
Yes,
to watch the film.
hold on. Everybody who's doing this replacing is just living a normal life to go along to get along. There's only one person that was harboring a fucking secret, and right up until the end, it doesn't bite anyone in the ass. And if you take that away, almost nothing would happen in the film, correct?
Not really, no, because
Okay, well then I will go and not watch it.
PB, if there is one fucking movie I can get you to watch in this world with subtitles, just fucking watch this movie. Just fucking give it a shot.
Give it a shot. Give it a
Give
shot.
it a shot. Okay? Give it a fucking chance. Read the fucking subtitles for a change. And I guarantee you will fucking think this movie is
I am cultured
crazy
like a
amazing.
fine cheese. PB knows exactly
This
what
is
he
the first
speaks
time
of.
me and Purple agree on our number
He's
one.
busy. He's busy watching the number one movie of 2019, Joker, only on HBO Max. When you want to take your entertainment to the max, and you don't want to deal with bullshit subtitles, go to HBO Max. Also, HBO Max has subtitles for the hearing impaired.
But I will agree with you with one thing. There's
Yes,
a
you
thing.
fucking will.
The thing that will hold back Parasite from being viewed by a lot of people,
It's got
unfortunately,
subtitles.
is
It's Korean.
is that it has subtitles, which is bullshit. Because I bet you, and there is a dub of this movie, by the way. I bet you, if this movie was fucking dubbed, people would be calling this the number one film. But because it doesn't have dub, everybody just assumes that another movie automatically that it has
the
to
other movie has Bruce Wayne.
Okay, let's be real. That Bruce Wayne scene did not need to happen, though. That is
It
the one
did
scene I
need to
actually
happen.
don't
He
like.
touched him. He touched him.
My favorite scene was the with Alfred. I like that scene a lot more, where he's like just looking at him like, "You creepy bastard! Why are you touching little Bruce?"
Yeah, it's great.
But no, I think that the shame part about this and why it deserves my number one is because it's an excellent movie, and I hate this fucking bias, and it goes for anime or any other great stuff. Look at Squid Game.
Whoa,
None of
whoa,
you
whoa, whoa,
motherfuckers would
whoa,
have watched
whoa,
Squid
whoa,
Game
whoa,
if there
whoa,
wasn't a
whoa,
dub,
whoa.
and
I
everybody
love
raves about that
Pokemon.
show.
I'm not anti-anime here. I'm not my cousin. I'm not
No, I mean,
LB. I'm PB. Not anti-anime.
but it's just my fucking point. Do you
Like
realize
I would
how much good
watch
shit?
watch a dub of Attack on Titan.
Let me give you another movie.
That'll
And this
set
one
Perp
has
off.
a dub, so you can fucking watch it and not have to read subtitles. But Train to Busan Train to Busan is probably one of the best fucking zombie movies ever fucking made, because it's in a fucking bullet train. Yeah, and it's on Netflix. You can watch it there, and it's dubbed. So definitely check it out. But
Ooh, a dub. Ooh, a dub.
this movie is fucking amazing. The sad part is it wouldn't be an iconic zombie movie if it didn't get a fucking dub. And this is what I hate. And I think more foreign films need to be recognized, especially because a lot of foreign movies are fucking tons better than the shit they're producing, especially now in Hollywood. They make so much shit a year. Meanwhile, in places like Korea, Japan, and France, fucking Germany, they're making fucking great movies, and nobody will watch them because, oh my god, we gotta read subtitles. Like,
Yeah,
come
I
on,
agree
if
with
you
Perp
love
Zod.
movies,
Your mic is popping like crazy.
oh, it is. Sorry about
Only when you talk.
that. oh, Perp wants a link. Ooh, this will get interesting. We're gonna
A
have a
link.
poker. He wants
He
a
just
link.
wants to come in to be like,
Watch more anime.
Parasite. Yeah, like you gotta watch stuff where you gotta read more. You gotta want to read your visuals more, because that's what I want in my TV, to have to fucking read more. 'Cause
Yo,
that's what's up.
What's up? You agree with my
Quiet.
number one?
quiet, quiet. Parasite is amazing. That's all I have to say.
Right, it's almost as good as Joker.
No, it's not. Joker compare
Oh, it's
like
not,
if we're
it's
just
not almost as
if-
good as Joker.
listen.
Bold
if-
take.
If we're comparing those two movies, Parasite washes Joker completely. Because for one,
No, Robert
Joker is
Storm's
based.
got it right.
No, listen. Because Joker is based off of something. Parasite's
The fuck?
not. Parasite
What's
is
your
more
point?
original than Joker.
What do you mean it's more
Yes, thank
original?
you. It is original idea, and
That's it.
Ah.
That's it. That's it. That's
And-
it.
Trust me, it's based off something.
No, it's not.
and
Everything's based off
it also
something.
talks about the shit that's going on in Korea. Like,
You're still popping. You're still popping.
Am
Try to
I?
like pop in
Still
and pop.
popping.
All right, so now it's our.
How do
now it's
I
our
sound?
show. Still
Yeah.
trash.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. But no,
Holy fucking
Parasite is a very fantastic movie. I'm glad that
Yeah,
I
but
watched
then
it.
I gotta read. You want me to read for fucking almost
It's
2
not-
hours?
It's not even that. Like people think that reading subtitles like hurts
Dude, I
the
know
experience.
exactly what I know exactly what it's fucking like, because I was trying to watch a movie reading the fucking subtitles, and it's super fucking annoying because you're constantly missing shit, because it's literally impossible. The physics do not allow you to look at the visuals of what is happening and read the words at the same time.
That is
Whereas
not
you
true.
don't. It is 100% true.
It's not true. So
Really?
how am I
How
able?
do you look
how
at
am I-
the words
All right. So
and
how? Listen.
look
listen,
at the visuals
How-
at the same time? Explain it to me
then
how
how-
you can do two at the same time.
how am I able to watch Attack on Titan and still break it down perfectly by catching everything? I catch everything in Attack on Titan.
Bullshit! If you catch everything,
Yes, I do. But it's your brain gets used to that shit, bro.
it's impossible
It's
to
not.
read words and see everything happening on the screen.
Not really.
For
You're
you,
literally looking at the words to read, and
it's
if
you're
something's
making
happening someplace else on the screen,
you
you
make
don't
it
see
sound
it.
you
It's
sound like
tunnel vision.
you make it seem like it's this impossible feat when a lot of people do
No,
that
you
on a
make it
regular.
sound like I want to see 100%, and you're like 99% is good enough. It's not good enough for me.
Okay,
I don't know what to tell you.
here's the other point I wanted to bring up while we have the only other person besides me who probably watches international films. Please back up my point here. How many great fucking Korean,
I
Japanese,
watch international films. I saw Super Troopers.
Jesus Christ.
Like
How many
this new show that's about to drop on Netflix called All vs. Dead. It's a Korean zombie shit. I'm watching that. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
yeah, I got that on my
I watch them both in sub in them
playlist.
just to get the comparison because sometimes they'll put out trash ass dubs and then you gotta switch it to the sub. That happens a lot more. You'll get trash ass dubs where it's just like it almost comes off as a comedy with the dialogue.
Those are the best.
The thing that annoys me is like I know PB. There's a movie you'd watch by the same director who made Parasite. Have you heard of the movie Snowpiercer?
Yeah, I watched
Surf Snow.
Snowpiercer. Snowpiercer's
Yeah.
great.
Guess who
I didn't
made
have to
that?
read
The guy
and
who
I
fucking
didn't,
made Parasite.
right, and
Oh,
I didn't have
I
to read
wanted
the
to
fucking subtitles because it's in fucking English.
hold on, because Zod brought up Train to Busan. Shouts to what's the face that played I think Gilgamesh in Eternals. He's in Train to Busan. That was like the first time I saw
Gilgamesh
him.
is what, the Asian punchy guy?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was in Train to Busan.
He was also the punchy guy in that too.
Yeah. I see why they got
Interesting.
him in there. Yeah. Yeah.
he's a badass in that.
But the thing is,
movie.
it and this is no knock to PB. He just, you know what I'm saying? Some people are just really close minded with it when it comes to just, embracing, subtitles or just foreign products, because over here in the States, it's just like we complain about the stupidest things like diversity and stuff like that, and just they don't want to step outside of that. Be like, all right, if you don't want to, if you're tired of like
There's
all
way
these
less diversity in foreign
now,
films.
I'm just saying if you're tired of like them race swapping and
Uh,
shit and all this stuff, stop supporting it and go somewhere else with it. Take your money somewhere else. Take your, what I'm saying, your eyes somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
I
How hard
can't
is
go
it?
someplace else. Disney owns the Mighty Ducks.
Why do you think that I like watching a lot of Nick Cage films? Because he's working with independent filmmakers. He's
Nick
actually
Cage.
fucking
Because you have
acting.
the hots for Nick Cage.
You have a
That's
gay
besides the
crush.
point. That's besides the point. He's also doing really fucking good movies as of late. He's done some really fucking great movies, and he's doing it with filmmakers who wouldn't get a shot, who have original ideas, but Hollywood doesn't want to hear them because they want to make the fucking Fast and Furious 18. Like,
And that's why I said like that's why I think like Squid Game has one of the most incredible stories, just because like when I was into it because I was like, it looks like something I'd be into. I don't think that I didn't expect it
I
would blow
watched
up.
Squid Game because
But
it's got a dub.
yeah, I'm just surprised on how big it became. Like literally half of Netflix subscribers was watching this. Like that's like over 100 million people was watching this shit. Like
Yeah,
it blew up.
That's like a Super Bowl.
And like
Yeah.
there's no recognizable names like that people would recognize. You know what I'm saying? It's just all kind of fresh names and stuff, unless if you are really into like
There's a
the
bunch of there's a bunch of unrecognizable names in the Super Bowl.
but no, but you see what I'm saying. But then like we get like then you just look at what we're getting produced over here. This is just a bunch of remakes and redos and just like rehashes and stuff like that. Just like
Hey man,
it-
let's not
it's
don't
crazy.
talk negatively about the hash.
And I mean, look at what we've got coming this year. I looked up at the new films list, right? They're doing another fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a remake of the original again. Did we just
Awesome.
not get done fucking remaking this
Well, no,
movie?
it's not. It's
How
not a
many
remake.
fucking
It's not
times?
a remake. It's a continuation from the first one. They're doing
Yeah,
the Halloween. It's a requel.
it's
I like
that's what
that.
I think of it.
It's
Like
it's a
fucking
term from
stop.
it's a term from Scream Five. They call it a
Yeah,
requel. I
the
was like,
requels. Which, by the way, oh, here's the thing that pisses me off. So everybody makes that complaint, right? They want something new, and I talked about this with Killjoy Jake, right? They want something new, they want something fresh in their franchises. So Scream does that, and what do people do? They get on here and start bitching about
Did
that.
they scream about it?
They
yes,
did. Oh my god, you talked about toxic fandom. Guess what? Okay, let me
bro.
just
Like
throw this out there.
Scream has always done that. They've always addressed what's going on in current day. They've always
But
done that. That's nothing new.
But here's the thing about Perp. It
What
was a
is
fair
it?
argument because they talked about how douchebag Hollywood was. And if we're being real, if we're being honest,
See you later,
let's look at the
Landon.
Phantom Menace side of things. There are people who do, like, I guess, toxic things, right? They just hate on shit just to hate on it. So there's a legitimate argument. It's
Yeah,
like you can't have one side without the other. And as soon as people drops that, then it's like, oh my god, this movie sucked.
yeah.
I didn't enjoy it.
They's
It's like
like,
you're
oh,
full of
what?
shit.
There's like, what's a Mary Sue? You don't want to know.
It's like I heard a
That's funny.
review for Scream, and I this is what prompted me to have this whole big talk about it. And by the way, that's definitely going to make my top 10 list. Um,
Mary
they
Sue?
no Scream. They did this review, okay, and this reviewer says that they liked the movie, and then they got to the ending, and it was total shit. And I go, well, so
I
wait a
can.
second, you got through essentially 90 fucking percent of the movie. You're like, this is good, this is good, this is good, and then they drop that one thing at the ending, and you're like, oh, this whole movie sucks. It's like because they brought up something that rubbed you the wrong way, maybe you're projecting
Now,
some
like
feelings.
I could see some people's complaints with Scream Five. I definitely have my issues. I think Scream Four is better in some ways, but as far as like just the way it's shot and stuff like that too, it's. But that just goes to show you that just any film that comes out now is just going to be held to such a high. Watch when the Batman comes out. I guarantee, like a lot
If
of people are
anybody
excited
hates on
for
the
it.
Batman, I will fucking fight people for that. That movie it just looks fucking amazing. I can't
But
imagine a world where it disappoints me.
there's gonna definitely be some complaints like, oh man,
Yeah, yeah,
I
there's
wish
gonna be
Commissioner
those
Gordon was
assholes.
black. Like,
It's like, oh my god, one of the best black actors who have recently come out. Watch Westworld. Is Commissioner? Oh my god. Oh, Zoe
they're gonna
Kravitz is
complain. They're gonna
Catwoman.
find something, because that's what it is. It's like little ass nitpicks nowadays. That's why I was just like, I don't even care. I don't get into the it's well. No, I just go off of like, did I like it or did I not like it? Clear as day, and I move
Okay,
on.
like, how far do you got to be pushed on the race swapping for you to care about it? Because I don't really care about it.
I don't really care about it because it's like if the person does a great job of
Like,
acting and shit like that, then I don't care.
okay, so Captain America went from being a white guy to a black guy. So can we have Black Panther go from being a black guy to a white guy?
No, because I'll I'll
That
I'll
is literally
I
the
will
character.
I will ask you a question. Would it make a difference if they made it Bucky? Would people be upset if it was Bucky that was Captain America? You see what I'm
I
talking
mean,
about?
people are going to be upset regardless.
No,
I'm
I don't think
asking,
I'm just saying like don't you think I don't think people would be as upset if Bucky became Cap. If they started calling Bucky
Kiefer
Captain America.
says, "I hate race swapping." LOL. I understand because you got that cartoon thing going. You wouldn't want to be swapped out for like.
Like with James Bond, I was like, bro, it's not a big deal to finally get a black James Bond. James
Yeah, but
Bond
is
has
it a
been
big deal to get a female James Bond?
no.
Oh, this is a good one because this speaks to
But
PB.
then why
He's
is
all
it a
about
big deal to
Harkins.
get a white Black Panther?
That's it's a part of the whole entire. It just wouldn't work.
What do you mean? Why can a white person not grow up in Wakanda?
It just
No,
wouldn't
that
work.
wouldn't work because literally Black Panther was a character created to be a
It's literally hold on. It's literally like the Clinton Bixby thing. It's a black guy being a Klans member. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
I got that reference.
It just
That was a
doesn't
good
work.
movie.
And that's why I said that's a shitty argument. It's the same thing with the Superman thing. Like Superman was not born in America or was not born on this earth. So like he's a fucking alien. He can look like anybody.
I mean,
all of them
but
can
there
look
is
like
already a black
anybody. That's
Superman,
the whole
so
point.
there's no point in really race swapping Clark Kent
Like,
you
if
already have a black
mantles can
Superman.
be passed along, that means they can be passed along to anybody. And if you're not going to get upset about one going one direction, I don't understand
I wanna
why
give credit
you would.
to my homie Black Guru because we was talking about mantles and stuff, and he made a good point that like they don't normally do that in the X-Men, like mutants and stuff. They don't pass down, they don't pass down mantles. It's only like outside of mutants that they really like pass down the mantles and stuff like that. That makes any sense, but that's a whole nother discussion. That um,
Hey Kiefer, we don't ban people if you make a joke here. We ban you if you're spamming stupid shit.
Somebody banned him?
No. He said, "Don't ban me. I made it
but
funny." I was like, "No,
but
we don't do bans here."
but the
Not
thing
unless
is
you.
like the thing is though with the whole Superman thing, right? People get all up in arms. I'm like, bro, how many years has Superman been around? 90 years?
No, the Superman argument is different because I can understand for one simple reason. There is already a black Superman. I think it's kind of disrespectful that you disregard a cool black Superman that's not only black Superman, but he's the president of his Earth that he comes from. And you
Mhm.
could easily do that where and you're changing it out for a recognizable Clark Kent, which will piss people off. There's a difference between doing it because it wouldn't make a difference versus doing it just because
Why
you want to make a clear statement.
why
Those are two very different things.
why didn't anybody get mad with Al Pacino playing Scarface when that was a remake?
They did. Did you not read the reviews?
No, I didn't.
Go back through and read that movie. Actually, Perp, to tell you the truth, that movie almost didn't make its budget. And if you like read the stuff from back in the day, and Al Pacino got roasted. He got roasted for his accent. He got roasted for portraying a
See that
Cuban
see
American.
that see that is that's what you shouldn't do. Get a white person and have them have like a black set or make him be another culture that he's not. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the irony of that, though, Perp. Now you look at a couple of years later, it's considered a classic.
Yeah,
It's
and then
and it's a
it's
cult favorite.
influence and it has influence all over hip hop and stuff and just different aspects of cultures, pop culture and stuff like that. And that's what I'm saying. Like I can understand people's complaints like, oh, it just seems lazy and stuff, but it's just like if it works, then who is it hurting?
Lemon Pie said, "Did you hear the Blue Man Group is being forced to hire an orange man and a green woman?"
Yeah. Diversity.
No, Perp. I think, and PB. I think we can all agree on this. The issues now is that people aren't distinguishing the difference between like a forced diversity push just for the sake of diversity versus changing a character up or doing something creatively. It's because of the fact that they've done so many shitty moves that now when they try to do something out of the box, people automatically take a defensive stance. And this is kind of why we broke away from certain groups, right? Because we I like to think all of us here on this panel try to be somewhere down the middle. It doesn't make a bad movie because you have a fucking black character or a woman or anything else. That's not what makes a bad movie.
Yeah,
You know what?
it just comes down to the writing and the execution. That's all it comes down to me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, like
If
for
they do all
instance,
if they do all these race swappings and then they come out with a trash product, then it's trash. I'm not gonna say
for
it's trash because it's trash because the writing's bad. This motherfucker's not interesting and shit like that. Like people just throw a lot of extra shit on it.
like for instance, I saw that movie The 355, and I'll tell you something right now. All of the commentary about it being woke, it's not woke. It's just fucking terribly shot. Like for instance, you could tell the female protagonists in it, none of them did any kind of training because they do quick cuts, so they never
Mm.
show any connections with the punches and
But
shit.
but see, like a movie like that, I could look at the trailer and just be like, I'm not watching that.
The fucking pacing is terrible. It goes on way too long, and there was one fight for me that was unbelievable. So they all get surrounded, right? And there's these 300-pound like fucking special forces guys that come down, and fucking Chastain, Elizabeth
Jessica
Chastain, yeah, Jessica Chastain or
Jessica
whoever.
Chastain.
Yeah, Jessica Chastain. She takes down this fucking 300-pound, not one but two of them, special forces dude that has her surrounded. And I'm like, okay, this is where I could see the fucking political bullshit because I was in Spec Ops. I trained with them. There is no way if a big motherfucker like that attacks you that a 90-pound woman wet and dry, I'm sorry, is going to be able to defend herself against that, especially if they're both highly trained. It just won't happen.
But here's the thing, right? You've seen The Raid, right?
Yeah.
Look at Mad Dog. The motherfucker's tiny. He's like 5 foot. He'll whoop any like a motherfucker that's 10 times bigger than him. He took on two people at the same time, like
But
that are
the
tall.
difference between the Mad Dog fight and this is that the way it was set up, he used the environment and shit to his advantage. She didn't have nothing near her. She was straight up surrounded by two big dudes and just out brutes them. Mad Dog in that.
Whoa. Straight up surrounded by two big dudes. Like, these are not the types of movies we review on this channel.
It's a gangbang Pukaki.
Basically, see, with the Mad Dog situation with the Raid, if you look at that movie, they use everything around them. So even that tiny ass dude and the type of moves that he used, hell yeah, he could disable a guy. But I'm sure if you had him cornered with like bigger people where he didn't have shit around him to really use,
says
it'd be
the
a different
Kung Fu
fight.
Master.
I mean,
I would say if you know a person's pressure points and stuff, then it don't matter how big you are. That motherfucker going down.
Look, I have done martial arts for a long time, and I can tell you, I know pressure points. I know where to strike people to take them down and all of that shit. But I once faced my master. This dude was like, he was
Like
6 something.
Terry Silver.
Hold on. Whoa. He's gonna try and bullshit everybody and give this tall fucking tale. When he says, I once faced my master, what he means to say is, this one time, my mother whooped my ass.
Oh, no, don't even get me started on my mother. I'm not talking. My mother's whooped my ass tons of times. No, this was my sensei. I got a little cocky. I was beating people. And
Swift kick in the face.
I was getting cocky. So my master was like, yeah, do some sparring with me. So me being arrogant, I said, sure. I get into the ring with him, and I swear to God, it was
into
like some
ring, the ring, like over the second rope. Wait a second, he's short. He ain't going over the second rope.
the mats, okay, but it was in a ring shape. We took tape and taped it off like a mini ring.
Oh, we taped it off.
Anyways, you know what my master did? Okay, I went to very stupidly do like a flying sidekick. He just stepped back, does a roundhouse kick. I swear to God, didn't connect.
He fucking walkered you.
Yeah, the wind from the fucking hit just fucking knocked me back. I went flying into a fucking mirror. It was, and he's like, "Come on, we're not done." I go, "I don't want to fight anymore."
Hit you
He
with them
whooped
Terry
my
Silver,
ass.
Terry Silver kicks.
Dude,
No,
it was
he
just
got
like that.
kicked like fucking
It was a fucking Walker,
Shang-Chi's father
Texas
got kicked
Ranger.
by his mom.
Oh yeah, my mom, don't even get me started. My mom,
No,
oh my
no,
god.
no, no, no. You watch Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
No, Shang-Chi.
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 It's not Shang, it's Shang.
His
Over here
fucking name
in
was Sean.
America, it's Shang.
It's not. Like I heard him say it, and he was in
I
San
know, I'm fucking
Francisco,
with you.
which is in America, and he's like, "I'm gonna change my name to Sean." I love it.
Him in that groin.
If you
It's a cheap
says,
shot.
if you wanna take a man down, get that groin. Let me tell you something. I once watched my mom fight this dude in a bar. Okay, so this guy owed my
What?
mom some money, and I
Oh, so
was
this is how you were
so
Give me
conceived.
that
Are you telling
coin,
us?
motherfucker.
Are you telling a story of how you were conceived right now?
no. I know that story, and I never want to talk about it. Okay, but fucking okay. Father Zod likes traumatizing me, so he sits me down one day and he goes, "Son, let me tell you the story about how you were made.
Jesus
It was
fucking
back in the
Christ. No, Jesus Christ. No.
it was back in the
No.
80s, and there was a movie called Against All
No.
Odds." And I go, "Jesus Christ,
No.
no!" Dude, I never watched that movie
I
because
hate you.
every
No,
time.
tell the story you were originally gonna tell.
So, anyways,
Fucking hell.
I was a little dictator at the time, and so Mazad sits me down with my fucking my favorite Coke beverage, and sitting there, and I don't know what words were exchanged, but the dude decided to throw his hands up, and my mom's favorite line is, "You get one shot." And so, dude went to throw a right cross. My mom stepped back and gave him a fucking roundhouse kick in the ribs. He fell over a table, rolled, and then the bartender called the police.
Your mom reminds me of Darlene. You know, when she says, "Oh, get off my property, or else I'll put you under it." That was the coldest line.
Speaking of which, we did our review on the
Totally missed it.
Ozarks season 4, part 1. Do we all here agree best show fucking made?
One of the best. Definitely one of the best.
Like,
Definitely one of the best.
yeah, definitely. If you're not watching the
Is it the
Ozarks, what the
best
fuck are you
on
doing?
Netflix right now?
Oh,
It's still Cobra Kai is still better, but I like them
Cobra
both
Kai is
equally.
still better. Interesting.
I have some thoughts. I just rewatched the finale of Cobra Kai, like the season 4. I think the new name is going to be Miyagi Fang, because Daniel's like, oh, we can.
Can we get rid of Miyagi-Do, the fucking most useless
No.
dojo?
Oh,
Did we
you
not
don't think
prove
it's
No.
this
gonna
year
be
Miyagi-Do
Eagle
was
Doe?
useless?
It's not
Eagle
Eagle Doe.
No, Eagle Doe. But that's just so.
You know who else we just got into the Ozarks? Fucking Justin. Justin watched one episode while we were talking about it. He goes, "Well, I think I found my new
He
favorite
got
show."
to the point
Mhm.
where Dell killed the lady in the bathroom, and he was like, "Holy shit, that turned dark."
I wanted to do a montage. I want to create a montage of how many times Darlene has used that shotgun.
Dude, the
Dude,
shotgun.
so Perp,
The shotgun.
I made a prediction that
Now Ruth has it.
yeah, I made a prediction. Ruth is going to kill Javi. What do you think?
I think she's gonna try, but then she's gonna get her ass killed.
And then I made a
Ooh.
prediction that crash in the beginning was caused by Javi. Javi was driving the truck.
Like something's going on there. There's no way it could have been just 100% an accident.
I just don't think Marty was paying attention to the road.
That's what I said. But PB swears to God that there was
no
some
way,
kind of
man.
nefarious
Like
thing.
Marty,
I go, no, he
there's
literally
no
took
way
his eye
Marty
off the
Bird
road.
makes an. That's the act. That's what
I gotta go
causes
back and
Marty
rewatch it real
Bird's
quick.
downfall. Come on.
Nah, but we don't know if they're dead. They could just be knocked out real quick and shit. There could be
No,
way
man.
more to
You
that
see
story.
crash? I call bullshit if at least one of them isn't dead.
bro.
Dude,
Like
the
I,
fucking top is caved in.
my friend's been in some like if he told you the story of his car crashes, bro, you'd think it was like some movie shit, some shit out of a movie. Like it's
Yeah, but
crazy. Like
that's
he
in
should have
New
died.
Jersey.
Now I'm just saying, like people have survived
That's
crazier
like a
crashes. Shit.
Garden State crash.
Yeah, but
It's
like I
like a
said, we
garden
don't.
variety.
But like I said, we don't. That could be like midway through the second part or some shit, and like probably one of them dies, or a
I'm
couple.
I
hoping
mean, I
all
hope
of
it's
them except
Wendy.
for
'Cause
Marty.
fuck Wendy.
Nah,
I would.
Wendy's the
I
best
would
character, yo.
fuck Wendy. Wendy
You're
is
Wendy's the
not the
best.
fucking
best character.
Wendy is the
Wendy is cold
fucking worst.
because you know
I
what's
hate
dope
that.
about her is because like her and Marty are very much the same, but Marty's like, yo, I'm the calm, cool, collective one, but my wife here, she'll get you with the gut punch. Like the way that these two work together
I'd let her
is
punch
like
me in the gut.
it's crazy because they're both bad people, but it's just like Marty goes about it one way, and then you
And
know what I'm
Wendy
saying.
goes about it the sexy
Yeah, but
way.
you mean Marty has a fucking remorse and a conscience, a fucking soul, and Wendy's a soul sucking
But nah, but
fucking
like
sucky piss?
I'd let her suck my soul off.
Marty's no better than nobody else. You know what I'm saying? He's not like a good person though. He's not.
I said
Each
that.
level of that one said she's crying right now. Garden State crash.
It's true.
But what I like about Wendy is just like her just the actress that plays her just like
Hey,
is
hey,
No,
Perp,
the
fucking
actress is good.
phenomenal.
She
Perp,
made me hate
Perp,
her consistently.
Perp,
What?
Perp. Do you think that the person who came from Japan will take over the dojo from Daniel?
No,
Chosen?
that's
Yeah.
Chosen.
No, I think that they'll sensei together.
But nah, it's just like Daniel he can't be a sensei no more. That was the deal. So Chosen's gonna have
Yeah,
to
but
take over.
he literally said, I'm not honoring that deal because they don't have any honor.
That's
Well,
true.
yeah, because Daniel's the fucking villain. I've been saying this for
I
fucking
know,
years.
he's a
No
fucktard.
one's
Like,
listening to
you
me.
ain't, just because they ain't got honor doesn't mean that you're supposed to compromise yours,
Because
motherfucker.
while Johnny's going to look for McGill, is
Johnny.
like it's going to be Chosen and Daniel kind of taking over the dojo and stuff like that. And
Ooh,
I
like,
think Johnny's
I
going to kind
hope
of take a back seat
I hope
for this season.
Justin gets a picture because he's got wheelchair Miguel, and now he can have either he can call it Backpack Miguel or Dora the Explorer Miguel.
I would
Hilarious.
definitely support Backpack Miguel.
But Wendy's my favorite character. She's just amazing.
No, you know my
She's so.
favorite character. Hold on, I'll
But I'm
show
saying
you.
I just like how cold she is, the way she talks to people. Like that whole scene between her and Darlene,
Okay,
and she
yeah,
calls her having a heart
okay,
attack. That was
yeah, that
amazing.
whole fucking scene was great. And once again, the fact that all of the episodes are released at once fucking ruins it because you
No, it
see
doesn't.
right away that Darlene is fine.
This is
No.
my favorite character. This is the baddest.
Like,
bitch on
why the
show.
fuck would they?
Shout
Like,
out,
if you
Lou.
would have had to wait a week to find out what the fuck happened to
No.
Darlene, we'd all be like, "Oh my god, what happened? Oh my god, what happened?" We'd be talking about it for a
No.
while, and now we're all done talking about Ozarks already.
No. You could go back and rewatch it. It's still number one on Netflix. People still talking about it on social media.
Okay,
More than Boba Fett.
let's test.
Ain't nobody talking about Boba Fett. They talk about
that
Mandalorian showing up in Boba Fett.
Let's test this hypothesis. We'll just go into the tweets. We'll put the hashtag and we'll see what the numbers are when I type in Ozark.
The one thing I wish Attack on Titan were to release all at once because people that read the manga have already, like they love to spoil shit like week in week out. So,
dude, I don't watch nothing with people talking about Attack on Titan because if someone spoils this final season for me, I will fucking kill them.
110 in the last hour. So they're definitely talking about Boba Fett more than they're talking about Ozark.
But they're not talking about Boba Fett. They talking about Mandalorian.
They're talking
hijacked
about
the show.
the episode. They're talking about the.
Doesn't matter why they're talking about
Fett.
the show, guy. What?
Mm-hmm.
They're not talking about Boba Fett himself. They're talking about the Mandalorian.
They're not talking about the Ozarks themselves. They're talking about Marty fucking Bird and Wendy fucking Bird.
I mean,
All I'm
you
saying
might
is-
wanna talk about
Ozarks
Marty fucking
themselves.
Bird.
You said what's up?
I wish they made a live action Scooby Doo. They
They
did.
did.
And it was the greatest fucking thing ever made. Matthew Lillard as fucking Shaggy. There will never be a fucking better
They should
performance
now. They should make a darker version.
with
like,
Matthew Lillard.
Wait, you
We'll
want
never change
them?
him.
You want them to have Shaggy be a black guy?
No, see, I knew you were gonna do that. I said a darker tone to the
You said
overall
a darker
story.
version.
No, dark,
No,
meaning
you would like
more
want
serious.
you want Shaggy to be Mahershala Ali?
No,
No,
more
He's a
serious
great
tone.
actor. He would
He is
give
a
it a
great
more
actor,
serious
but
tone.
Just
he
want
would be
a
like
serious.
a Shakespearean Shaggy.
So you want Mahershala Ali to be Fred?
No, just a more serious tone with Scooby Doo. I think
So
it'd be
you
really
want
dope.
Mahershala Ali to be the evil guy in the movie?
No,
He'd be the killer at the end.
Right. Like he
No.
would have got away with it if it wasn't for those teenagers.
And that pup.
those cunt Riverdales, those Riverdale cunts. That show's great.
Dude, why has it? You know what? Riverdale got fucking entertaining. I watched that show like PB watches Batwoman.
Oh.
Riverdale is entertaining because I'm waiting for fucking Scooby Doo to appear in Riverdale because that show is so fucking off the rails right now. If they brought in Scooby, it'd be totally fucking believable. Like fucking 10 out of 10. You know who they brought in, Perp? Because I know you watch more Netflix shows. They brought in fucking Sabrina.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
I didn't really
Dude,
watch
best
that because I was like the whole, Sabrina being like a Satanist. I'm good on that.
No, that show was good. That show was really good.
I could do much horror, but like when it comes to like shit about the actual devil, like Lucifer, I just don't want to support that. I'm good.
Well, I mean,
I don't
I
need to
supported
support that.
Lucifer for fucking years. That was
All
a
your
great
life,
show.
all your life, you supported him all your life. I know.
But I'm a fucking villain. I'm already going there.
villain.
So.
I'm a villain. Villain it
I
up.
get down there and be like, hey, I want you to remember, I rated your show a fucking 10 out of 10 for years. You watch my fucking reviews. You better fucking hook a homie up.
You better
Don't put me with
recognize,
pineapple
son.
fucking Hitler.
What?
Pineapple Hitler.
Are we talking about Lil Nicky?
Yeah, I said keep me out of that section.
Oh, you sold your soul to the devil?
No, definitely not for world
sold your
domination.
soul to Martha Stewart's.
Oh,
Me and Martha
I
got a deal
would.
in 10 years.
I would.
I mean, I heard Snoop's dating her, but that's all speculation.
It was a missed opportunity. Shouts to Betty White to put her in a horror movie and have her be like this nice old lady, but then
Who kills people?
that has that eats
Dude,
people.
That would have been great. You know how many
Wait,
people
like you
in
wanted her to be the witch in Hansel and Gretel?
Nah, not exactly. Not exactly.
That's
Kind
the
of,
only
but not
one that I
exactly.
can think of that the old lady eats people. What's the other one where the old lady eats people?
No.
Like you wanted her to be the old lady in The Hills Have 1,001 Eyes?
No, she's just like, you go to this house, she's just like this nice old lady and stuff. You think she's nice, but then like she'll just go around just killing people. Like she'll go around killing like some more like Jason Voorhees' mom.
Oh yeah, dude. You know what's so funny is that people don't get why that's such a shocking ending. I'm like, back when that movie was made, no one thought Mrs. Voorhees was
Old
the killer.
ladies didn't murder.
Yeah, old ladies didn't murder. They fucking baked you cookies.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, back in my day, we used to go out to the meadows and have a grand old time. Not Miss Voorhees. She's like, you killed my son.
She's more terrifying to Jason. Jason's just a scorn. He's just getting back at his bullies.
Yeah, like okay, don't get me wrong. Like Jason, I like Jason honestly
Dude,
over
Jason
Michael
is on
Myers.
autopilot. He's been on autopilot our entire fucking lives. That fucking cunt is a devious fucking serial killer.
That his
Yeah,
mom,
she had people
he hears
thinking.
his mom's voice. That's what drives him. Is his mom's gotta get him, Jason. Gotta kill him. Kill him, mom. That shit is so creepy though. That shit's scary as fuck. Like just the way she just talks to him. Like, yeah, you gotta listen to your mom, bro. She'll whoop your ass in the
Yeah,
afterlife.
yeah, I think we can all agree. Have you guys ever watched? And this was a really fucking great underrated show. One of my favorites. Have you guys ever watched The Bates Motel? That
I watched a little
show,
bit,
Nope,
yeah. That shit's crazy.
that
definitely
shit is
not.
crazy. Especially the last season when he goes.
Jason's in the Bates Motel?
No. Fucking Norman Bates is probably scarier than Jason and Michael Myers fucking put together because he cross dresses as his mother and kills people. Like,
His dead mother's body is still in the hotel just chilling. In the same
yeah,
spot.
he props her up for dinner and the whole nine. He's like, Mother, why aren't you eating your dinner? And he fucking hears her voice. He has full fucking conversations with this fucking corpse that he props up for fucking dinner. He's like, Mother, don't you like the roast I made you? She's like, nah, it sucks. You're a loser. I'm like, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
that shit's crazy. Yeah, that whole conversations and shit. I'm like, yo, bro, go get some help, bro. You need to go lock
What
his
a
ass up.
what a fucking loser.
like, like, man, could you picture? And they talk loud because okay, they have scenes where there's
Let's get
guests. Now,
loud.
this fucking house is on top of a fucking hill. Okay, with lightning striking it, the whole fucking scary montage, right? So this house is on the hill. This motherfucker talks so loud to himself that the guests at the bottom of the hill in the hotel can hear an old lady yelling at him. But it's not his mother. It's fucking him yelling at himself.
So technically, Norman Bates was the first cross dresser.
Yeah, Hollywood.
In
We had
oh
diversity. He
yeah,
was the first person to fucking. And as a matter of fact, it was so controversial that at the time they wanted to give Psycho an X rating. Like, no shit, because of the stab scene in the shower. They called that too
That sounds
bloody.
crazy.
which
Oh, it
even
was.
like when you rewatch that shower scene, it's really not that crazy. Like for today's standards, it's really not.
No, the
Today's
blood was
standards are
terrible.
psychotic.
Yeah,
But
today's
yeah.
standards, you have to have a pregnant chick get because right now
Oh, you
the
gotta
black
have
the
a pregnant chick
no
have the alien pop out of her stomach and then rip her skull off and shove it up her ass, and then that skull be born
eh,
out of the hole that was just ripped off by her head, and in turn eat the baby that did all of the damage in the first place, and then you might hit PG-13.
what I was about to say is like right now
Sorry.
with the Black Guru and shit, he's reliving The Walking Dead. I'm like, yo, this is like a trip down memory lane. I was like, yo, the first season of Walking Dead was like a damn near masterpiece. Yo, like that shit's fucking amazing.
Facts.
And I
Although I
remember
will
watching that
say,
shit like when that shit first aired. Like I
You know what
remember
else is
watching
a
the first.
masterpiece? Joker.
No,
Like, it's a
it's okay.
number one movie for the year it came out.
It's okay. It's a good movie. It's not a masterpiece though.
It's a masterpiece. Ask Stevie. Ask Stevie.
Who?
Stevie, remember that Australian guy that used to talk to us?
Yeah.
before he got
Shouts to
kidnapped by
Stevie.
dingoes.
Shouts to
Dude,
Stevie. I hope he's doing well. I've not seen him upload in like ever.
he just did an upload.
I didn't see it.
He did a 4-part series, and 2 of the episodes were on his channel, and 2 were on
Les.
Les's channel. It was something to do with Johnny Depp.
So,
As
yeah,
you can
shout
tell,
out
I
to our
did not watch the videos, but I know that they were up.
shout out to our long lost Australian friend Stevie. If
Come
you can
back,
hear us
Stevie.
out there,
He will be missed.
come back home, Stevie. Come back home.
No, he's too far gone. He's too far gone.
You can always come home.
He's on that hypothetical boat that's just sailing away.
Okay, I'm gonna go before I make a joke about a black man
Good
talking
idea.
about boats. Anyways, everybody-
Or call a fucking Asian man fucking a luchador. What is wrong with you, man? Goddamn.
Wearing a
have you been
mask.
on my channel?
Call him a luchador. I'm like, bro, was he fucking Rey Mysterio? Like, the fuck?
He's like
I'm
the same
sorry, he
height.
looked like a luchador. He look.
They literally call him Cobra Kai.
Yeah, what's the difference between that?
Completely
A Cobra
different
Kai is a
luchador.
Mexican.
No.
Cobra Kai sounds Mexican to me. Miguel's
No.
a Mexican.
No. Absolutely. not.
Miguel
All right,
is a true Mexican.
it's definitely time to wrap up the stream.
Yeah. Everybody, thank you for watching. The most racist
Thanks for watching,
stream
everybody.
yet.
Number one
Roll
movie,
with-
2019, Joker.
Ignorance is
down.
bliss. Ignorance is bliss. That is the theme of this stream. Ignorance is bliss.
That's the theme. This stream where take our opinions with a racist grain of salt. Well, I'll see you tomorrow night for
Racist
some
grain
more
of salt.
shenanigans. We got some fucking bangers of articles. I think
Did you
PB
just say
will like the
bangers?
last one I posted. It's a girl he likes. So
I like girls.
Oh, speaking of girls, real quick, Brie Larson dropped a new workout video. So, yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, man.
okay, well, I gotta go.
Got real
check-
messy.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Go check out Brie Larson workout video.